Good morning, Jags. Welcome to our first show of the year.
I'm Cassie Sieling.
And I'm Ellie Sieling, and we're your anchors for today's show.
Hey Ellie, how have your first couple weeks of school been?
Pretty good. It almost feels like a normal school year.
Almost?
Well, we still have to wear masks.
Speaking of that, let's hear from Drake Gustafson about a story on masks.
Hey Jags, with the school year almost being back to normal, one thing is carried over from the pandemic, and that's masks. We asked students how they felt about having to wear them inside. There were a lot of different answers and opinions. Let's go to them to hear what they had to say.
I think they're great and that everyone should wear them because they stop the spread of COVID.
Personally, I don't really like them. I get how they keep us safe, but I feel like it's hard to talk to them. I feel like it's hard to hear other people through them, and they just kind of like make me feel a little bit claustrophobic.
I really do not like them. I don't really think they have a purpose, and it says on the outside of the box, masks do not work. So I just think it's an extra precaution.
I think masks are great because they're here to keep us safe, and they cover up when you feel ugly.
It keeps us safe for the most part, and it prevents not just the COVID-19, but also other diseases.
Superintendent Melby told us how long the mask policy will be in effect.
I have and will continue to monitor local case rates, and when our pandemic response team and local public health officials recommend an easing of our requirements, I will not hesitate to make that call.
Dr. Melby left us with some final thoughts on the mask policy.
I don't like wearing a mask, as I'm sure a majority of our students and their families and our staff. Yet, at the end of the day, if wearing masks helps us keep schools open, teachers and support staff in classrooms, and our most immunocompromised students, family members and staff from getting sick, I believe my decision is the right call.
Hopefully we'll be able to take the masks off by the end of the school year. In the meantime, mask up, Jefferson. This has been Drake Gustafson reporting for Jag Spots.
Thanks, Drake.
Masks can save lives, so mask up, Jefferson.
If you're passionate about saving lives, you should join the Red Cross Club.
The what?
You know, the Red Cross Club.
No, I don't know.
Then let's learn more about it from Ruby Gerton.
In 1881, the American Red Cross was founded, which provides blood drives, disaster relief, disease control, and several other services which work to alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Over the years, the Red Cross has accumulated over 13 million volunteers worldwide, which have come together to help over 200 million people in need. This year, Jefferson High School is going to have the ability to accomplish these major acts of kindness thanks to 3 of our very own students who have founded the Red Cross Club. Let's take a look.
Our mission for this club is to alleviate human suffering in our community through volunteer work, service projects, and more. We will work hand in hand with the American Red Cross to achieve this goal. So the sign-up process is very easy. We just have a Google form that you can find on our Instagram bio. We have a little link tree that will also bring you to the sign-up form, or you can contact one of us for the link.
We will meet in Ms. Brookbyer's room C15 when we have our meetings. So starting in October, we'll meet every Wednesdays during advisory, and then we'll also possibly meet after schools on Thursdays during our block day if needed. Well, we decided to start Red Cross Club as we were looking for ways to get involved in our community during the hardships of the COVID year last year. However, many volunteering options such as hospitals and animal shelters were closed due to COVID, and so we decided to look for ways to volunteer virtually.
Thanks, ladies. Make sure you attend their weekly meetings every Wednesday during advisory. If you're looking to make a difference during your time at JHS, joining the Red Cross Club would be the perfect opportunity. This is Ruby Gerton reporting for Jaguar Spots.
It's refreshing to hear about all these new clubs and activities.
I know, right? We couldn't do any of this last year.
Speaking of, let's go to Kefra and Jess with a story on returning back to normal school.
School has slowly been returning back to normal, but we're still not quite there yet. We interviewed students and staff about how our school year has been going so far. We checked in with Principal Anderson to see who is back at school and how we've been adapting.
So almost 100% of our kids and staff are back at school. A huge amount of our kids have come back to school. We have a small number of students choosing to stay in fully online, which of course, if that works for them, that's awesome. It was time. Our students needed to be back. We wanted them back. We know how important face-to-face and in-person learning is for the development, not only academic skills, but social skills. And so we just knew it was a matter of time we had to have kids back in school.
We interviewed a student at Jefferson about their thoughts on the return.
I feel like in person is definitely a lot better than online because now I'm a hands-on person and now you can like talk to your teachers better instead of through email.
We talked to the school nurse about how we are staying safe this year.
Protocols are in place here at Jefferson High School here this year are, of course, our masks that we're wearing, and that we will continue to wear until further notice. The big thing is keeping kids home when they are not feeling well. Parents need to keep their kids home. Even if you think it's allergies, if a student comes into the health office and they have either one common symptom or two less common symptoms, they are sent home. And if they have siblings in the district, they are also sent home, and they cannot return to school until they have a negative test. We are doing our best to keep students socially distanced, and we're washing our hands often and keeping surfaces clean.
Hopefully we'll be back to fully normal sometime this year. This has been Kefren Jess, reporting for Jaguar Spots.
Thanks, Kefren. Is this show almost done?
Yeah, but wait, don't forget. Last minute congrats.
Congrats to the boys soccer team for their 7-2 win over Cooper.
Congrats to senior Sammy O for winning her flight of 8 players in a singles tennis tournament this past weekend.
And congrats to the 9A and 9B volleyball teams for placing second in their tournaments over the weekend.
Congrats, everyone.
This show was a slam dunk. Make sure to stay tuned for the credits. This has been Ellie Sieling
and Cassie Sieling for Jaguar Spots. Peace out, Jags.
They're playing basketball all around the world. To the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world. Y'all know this is so that. To the beach, y'all. Yeah.
Favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. I keep it so fresh on the microphone. I like no interruption when the game is on. I like slam dunk to take me to the hoop. My favorite play is